afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my colleagues from around the globe. Thank you so much. And of course, my colleague, Mas Meta, Mas Boy, all of the Perhumas colleagues, thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, the committee, thank you for inviting me. Such an honor for me, truly wonderful opportunity that I can be here with all of you. And first of all, it's interesting to share because I heard a lot of experts shared with you this morning. Building a sustainable business legacy through social impact and communication. First of all, let me introduce you to BCA because not all of you know BCA as well. Bank Central Asia is the largest private company, private bank company in Indonesia. And as you can see, this is our performance overview as of the third quarter of 2024. Our lending about more than 55 billion US dollar, and our assets is about 90 billion US dollar. Our sustainable finance, the portion of it is about 25% of our total loans. And thanks God, our net profit as the third quarter is about 2.6 billion US dollar. And the most important thing, if you think about bank, I'm sure you're going to think about lending only. It's a banking conventional activity. But beyond of that, BCA is not only a lending banking, but we also a payment settlement bank. As you can see, our transaction frequency is about 26 billion as of 9 months of this year. So it's about almost 100 million at transaction in a day. And we have hit 180 million transaction in a day during this year. And how we get so many transactions in a day, in a month, and in a year, we have 2 mobile apps at the same time. I'm sure you're going to curious why you don't have one branding mobile apps, why you have 2 mobile apps. Well, our mobile apps is already the first one is a BCA mobile, or people call it like M-Banking BCA. And the latest one is my BCA. It's kind of a future super apps for BCA, but we use both of them. With the application users, mobile banking is about more than 31 million users and about more than 6 million users for my BCA. Well, why we use this? Because we serve a wide range of our customers. You know, like the first fundamental thing if you want to give a serve or do business is knowing your customers. Our customers is from students to more than 100 years of people. So we have a survey, we ask them, are they confident with our newest mobile app, like my BCA, with a lot of things to do. You can have a wealth management in one click, you can invest in bonds in one click, and start it from a very cheap, like 10,000 rupees only. The senior customers, they don't like it, and they say, I don't need it. I only want to do transaction for my business as well. I don't need that complexity, so much complicated things to do, and we already know what we need to click at the app. So we don't need the Meet My BCA for now, for the senior customer. So we decided that we're going to use both of them. So the senior customers still can use the BCA mobile or M-Banking, and the younger, like me, can use the My BCA. Well, and at the second place, we find out that it's important for us to have a risk management. So it's a risk mitigation once we face the technology kind of thing. Once we need to maintain, once we need to upgrading or something like that. So we can use both of them as an alternative to our customers. For PR, when our IT team doing that is going to be quite challenging. And not only that, BCA as well is the biggest market cap in Southeast Asia. On August 2024, our market capitalization is about 77 billion US dollar. Hopefully, it can give you the capture of BCA. Now, after the performance that we already through, now we talk about the value of BCA. With 280 billion people in Indonesia, we serve from Sumatra to Papua. 17,000 islands in Indonesia. It's not easy at all for us to serve a kind of thing with its own culture, its own tribe, its own behavior. So, thanks God that Indonesia has its own culture. We have a very good value of hospitality. So it's beyond the service itself, but the hospitality. We love to serve people. As you can see, when you're here in Bali, people in Bali will give you a smile, will ask what you need, and they genuinely will help you. And that's the strength that we use to all the talents from BCA. I'm going to tell you about a story that going viral for BCA. It's about a cat. So one of our customers, they give a testimony on the on social media. She's telling story about a cat. So one day, our customer that loves cat, they always come to one of our branch office, and she always feeds the cat. But one day, when he came to our branch office, she didn't see the cat, where the cat is. And then she asked the teller, the front office, where's the cat that I usually give a feed to? And listen to that question. The head of our branch office asked the head of the service of our branch office to use her car and find out where the cat is. Okay? And then they go and find it about 1 kilometer from our branch office. And after finding it out, they tell our customer, hey, this is the cat that you ask. So the point is not about the cat. The point is not about the customer only. The point is not about the branch office, but the point is the value that we build in our BCA family. So they give the experience by itself, and then she called BCA is so extra. We're super extra because it's only about the cat, but the effort that the head of branch office give to one of our customers, it's super extra. For us, it's very interesting, and this is the value that we built, not only with our teller, to all of the talents of the BCA. Not only that, we're going viral as well because of our security. Our security is the nicest, friendliest, and most caring guy in uniform. They say it. So we have our own advocate. The advocate of BCA is the customers itself. Again, is the value core that we give to our customers. So they're not just the customers, they're a human that we treat in a good way. Well, after we talk about the company performance and then the value that we built together in our company, thanks God we got, and we're humbled to give to God the acknowledgments from some of the credible entities from Gallup, Brand Finance, Asian Excellent, HR Asia, Forbes, Newsweek, and Statista. As you can see, for customer engagement, strongest banking, Asian Excellent, World CSR, best to work, and what most trustworthy company in the world. It means a lot for us. It means that we have to deliver this legacy until the end of the day. And then we also curious if we had acknowledgement from the credible entity, we use the AI to ask what it's written about BCA. So there are several keywords like BCA is digital innovation, customer service, financial stability, wide range of products, and generous dividends. Generous dividends. We're going to have a dividend interim at the end of this year. So our investor can have a long holiday. So, probably all of you said that I'm just bragging and so excited to share. Is that the PR that we do? Or you're so lucky because your culture is already advanced and you've been in Indonesia for about 67 years, served the people. But beyond that, of course, we're not living in paradise. As a PR, we also through a lot of crises. One of the frustrating challenge is when our mobile banking system is about not working well. As you can see here, we also, the testimony that you read at the X apps is about one of our customers. It's just an example. When our system is not working well, they're going to have a lot of things to say on the social media, and it's become less than 2 minutes. It's becoming the trending topic on X and a lot of social media, on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and of course X. They always ask why I can't do a top-up balance. Well, I'm starving in the middle of the night. Why I can't topping up my balance at the gate entrance of the e-tolls, and why I can't topping up my electricity? Because what we learn about this is we're looking at not only a crisis, but it's also a potential trust. How our customer rely on our system, in our digital system, in our mobile banking system. So, of course, as a technology, as of our mobile phone, we need to restart it first. We need to maintain this kind of device. That's a technology. So when we have this on social media, as a PR, we try to mitigate this, collaborating with the IT team and all of the team in BCA, and hopefully it's a very good lesson learned for us. Now we move to our core value. Like I said earlier, it's about the value. So the value of BCA is customer focus. It's a customer obsessed, because we know exactly, we serve, like I said, a wide range of customers. So we know exactly in any segment, regarding to their age, regarding to what they do, regarding to the area, we give the different treatment for each of them. So it's a holistic approach that we do as a company. And of course, it has been driving force in everything that we do. We solve the real customer problems, and of course, for different financial needs. Now, I'm talking about both of these mobile bankings that we use at the moment. Like I said, it's going to be our strategy to serve our customers, not only to serve for the senior and junior one, but also as a risk mitigation as well, because we're facing, overwhelming technology. So we need the risk mitigation. So we use both of them. And about creating socio-economic impact, it's the second one. When we develop our core value to give a customer needs, we're creating as well a socio-economic impact. Because as a bank, we believe that bank follows the economy. Banks follows the trade. So once the community, the ecosystem, the society having a good and advanced economy, they can have money to spend. So the bank can give a service that they need, especially financial services. So prioritizing customer satisfaction, we also build a loyal customer base and turn into drive economic growth and creative numerous jobs. It's not only to support, to evoke our customers, but also to our suppliers, to the ecosystem that grow in our business area. At the moment, we have 40 million customer accounts. Like I said, we already hit 180 million daily transaction in a day. And right now we have 27,000 employees, and we have almost 1,300 branch offices in Indonesia, from Sumatra to Papua. And last but not least, it's about the leaving a legacy, build a lasting value for Indonesians. So it's not only about BCA as a business entity, but we are part of Indonesia society. So we want to build a lasting value for Indonesian by creating sustainable and societal impact. We believe when we empower individuals, so it's going to be these individuals will empower their communities. And when the communities already empowered, so they can lead to preservation of the ecosystem itself. So these three pillars is what we believe that we need to create for Indonesians. And as you can see, our cause-driven programs is such as from education and health. We call it Bakti Pendidikan and Bakti Kesehatan. And then we move to community empowerment. We give a tourism villages and SMEs. We call it the Bakti Business Unggul. And we have also Bakti Budaya. It's for our culture. And the ecosystem preservation is Bakti Lingkungan atau environmental issue. And some of the programs under Bakti BCA initiative, as you can see, we're giving a scholarship. We also have a lot of assisted schools. We also give us for our disability friends to give them a skill to do a makeup artist with the certified makeup artist. So it's not only about train them, but use them in any kind of corporate event in BCA. And we make all of our beneficiaries in Bakti BCA in our kind of CSR programs to meet the customer that BCA has. Like 40 millions of our customer, we always invite them in any corporate events of BCA, and our beneficiaries that related to this event, we invite them to come and to meet our customers. So our customer can use the skill from our assisted disability friends to do a makeup artist, and we also have it's a financial literation as well, and we also have a natural dyeing program and Desa Bakti BCA, and we have like the first time even it's a pagelaran in Candi Prambanan. As you know, it's a Prambanan temple. So we put 100 of our beneficiaries from SMEs to sell their stuffs in that Pasar Kangen. We call it the Pasar Kangen. It's like a cheap market, and they can buy any kind of nostalgic stuffs from their childhood. So this is the nationwide programs of Bhakti BCA. And our communication approach, this is how we realize the importance of communicating our Bhakti BCA. So we want to put the stance that BCA is not only about business, it's not only about profit, but it's also about the society itself through the Bhakti BCA that we're doing now. 30% of journalists were unaware of Bhakti BCA. It's more than 30%. And 86% of Indonesian customers say sustainability is more important to them than it was 2 years ago by Nielsen. So we use the tools of Bhakti BCA to introduce BCA not only a profit-oriented kind of company. And the studies show that, among others, BCA perceive reaching everyone, the spirit of Indonesia. We do our own research to know exactly to capture the insight of our respondent, including our customer and not our customer, especially Indonesian. So in April 2024, we launched the Bukti Bhakti BCA campaign. So it's just fresh from the oven because it started this year, and appointed a brand ambassador, a well-known actor and environmentalist as well, Nicholas Saputra. We have the same value with him, so I think we can go together with Nicholas Saputra
Semua
to
berawal dari sini.
To introduce what BCA exactly look like now and next time. So the point that I want to share to you, of course, all of you are the communication practitioners that already having experience with me. And I remember what the Einstein said, that the only source of knowledge is experience. So yes, as a PR, we exactly realized that experience is the most important thing for us to solve the problems. Listen, learn for us. So as a conclusion, we would like to say that for BCA, the highest privilege to serve our customer is using the latest technology, but of course with a human touch. We still have the new branch office surround Indonesia, and the latest we have built 3 branch offices in Papua. It's in Sorong, Merauke, and Nusa Tenggara Timur. And it's completing each other. So the technology and the human touch itself. Because it's the DNA of BCA. And it's also the value of BCA. It's only the core, it's always be the core of our service excellence. And both of them, technology and human touch, is going to be how we do our business for now and further.